Hey kids, it's Bill, the knee pain guru. Today is Sunday, November 8th, and we've had a number of questions that have come in through Facebook. So we're going to answer those questions today. If you have questions about your knees, your knee situation, whatever the case may be, put those in the live chat. I will address those in, well, I'll see what questions you have and weave it into how I could explain the questions that came in through the Facebook page over the past couple of days. So without further ado, we're going to scoot on over here to the questions that came in Facebook. We got Chidozi. Chidozi just clicked on get started. I pose questions there on like, tell me what's going on with your knee. I didn't hear anything. So I don't know what's going on with your knee. And then same thing with Nora. Nora Cools. Nora just wanted to get started. However, I didn't receive any background, like what's going on with her knee. That makes it real difficult to know what direction to point you in, how to help you. You know, it's like playing ping pong by yourself. If there isn't any feedback, and that's a big part of getting yourself out of pain, wherever you're stuck in pain. In order to get yourself out of pain, it's important to understand where you're at. And a lot of times that's a little confusing because pain changes how we think, how we feel, because pain's a feeling, as well as how we move. So we have to fundamentally understand that your body has changed. The pain that you're experiencing right now is, the longer that goes on, it's fundamentally changing how you operate, how your nervous system functions, how your body functions. And sometimes in that beginning part of it, there's a little bit of a struggle, like, well, what is going on with my knee? Where exactly does it hurt in my knee? When does it hurt in my knee? Because there tends to be a disconnect. It's like the knee hurts and you just want a solution to get it out of pain. But in order to get the solution, you have to have the right approach. And in order to get that right approach, that requires you to kind of fumble through that place of going, well, it hurts in my kneecap. It's kind of on the inside of my kneecap, lower on the inside of my kneecap. Great. And then we can begin working with what's going on. Or it hurts going up steps or down steps. Point being is there's a dialogue that needs to happen. And this can happen with your doctor, with your physical therapist, with me when I work with clients in my various programs. There is an understanding of that communication has to take place in order for you to get any movement forward. And a common mindset trap that I see with a lot of people that are stuck with knee pain is it's like they try something and it doesn't work. And they're like, okay, well, screw it. Nothing's going to work. That's where your mind has been, it's been changed. We have to look at all of the different possibilities and just look at what you tried as feedback. Feedback as something that didn't work. Like when Edison said, he tried like 10,000 times to find a solution for the light bulb. And someone asked him, well, why'd you keep trying? And he said, because I exhausted all the possibilities of what didn't work. And if there's a way for your knee to get in pain, there is also a way for your knee to get out of pain. We just need to explore those options. So, Nora, Chidozi, there you go. Those are my thoughts on what you left me. Okay. We got a question here from Camille. My daughter sent me to you. My right knee burns like hot ice during most nights. And when I walk around too much, I walk very slowly. Left knee is much stronger. And non-steroid injections in both knees worked good for left knee, but not right. I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Cool. Well, let's see. So the steroid injections worked for the left knee, but not the right. That could be a dozen different reasons. We have to understand that the burning is essentially what needs to be addressed. I'm assuming because you had the injections in your knees, you've gotten a diagnosis from your doctor. That diagnosis may be helpful, what a diagnosis does do is it rules out that anything is broken or torn in the knee. Whenever there's knee pain is kind of like an umbrella topic that we can categorize it as burning or achiness or tightness or stiffness or swelling. All of these are expressions of your nervous system as far as what's going on. And the more we can zero in on, well, like the burning in the knee, is it in the front of the knee, the back of the knee, the inside of the knee, the outside of the knee? When you walk around too much, how long is that? Is it when you walk around too much, is that longer than 10 minutes? Is it longer than an hour? The left knee being stronger doesn't necessarily mean it's actually stronger. It means that's what is compensating. What is going on in the body is that whenever we have an injury, we always move away from the pain to a place of comfort, to a place where we won't feel as much pain. And in that process of moving away from the pain, the body is compensating, and that part of the body gets stronger, and I say that in quotes because it's not necessarily stronger, it's just tighter in relationship to the knee that's being protected. And in order for us to have a sustainable, long-lasting strategy out of pain, we need to bring balance to the body. Because if you strengthen the body from that place of that imbalance, you're just making a stronger imbalance, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, give the video a thumbs up. Like and subscribe to the Knee Pain Guru YouTube channel. Turn on notifications for future videos. So, Camille, there's a couple of options you have at this point. You can go to the Knee Pain Guru website. Let me put the link up there. Where'd it go? kneepainguru.com website. Camille or anyone, you can go to the website. I got a video there that goes into more details on my approach in terms of relieving pain in the knee or knee pain across the board. Once again, that's a catch-all topic for however your knee's feeling, as long as nothing is broken or torn. You can head there, you can watch the video. Second option is you can set up an appointment. You can have a conversation, figure out a strategy, whether it be you want to go the conventional medical route, whether you want to go a natural approach, or whether you want to integrate the two. We can map that out for you. And then the third is there's my group coaching program, Knee Club program. And you can check that out here, the Knee Club. And that is a coaching program where I give you the specific videos. Camille, what I would point you towards is modules 1, 2, and 40 to begin with in the pain pattern interrupt section. This is all provided in a quick start guide. You begin working with that, and then on the next call, we have 2 calls per week. On that next call, what is your experience? Does the burning pain get worse? Does it get better? Does it move? Does it change? How is it changed? How is the walking around? Does the relief last longer? There's a whole bunch of conversations on the other side of that experience that you have when you start working with the quick start guide that we would have on our first call. Calls are on Mondays and Thursdays. All the details are in, where are we? Right there, the Knee Club link. And if you're here, you have questions, type those in the comments section, and I will address those. And another thing, what I've noticed about people with knee pain, I was guilty of this as well. There's a hesitation, literal hesitation about moving forward, that stepping forward in your life. And I noticed there was over the recent live streams that I've had, there would be people that'll wait till the very end and then type in a question before they want a question answered. Okay, here's a question here from Bonnie. My daughter, oh, no, that's not Bonnie. Okay, on August 22nd, I non-displaced fractured my tibia plateau with subsequent patella fracture October of 2020. My ortho doctor said everything looks great in the way of healing. I'm in PT 3 times per week, manual bending, pulling, and pushing, excruciating pain. My range of motion is 75 degrees. My PT states that scar tissue must be broken up to gain full range of motion. Being treated by PT and ortho for a non-displaced, okay, same thing, she said. Okay, so the deal is, in my approach to range of motion and scar tissue, is that you don't break down the scar tissue to increase the range of motion. You increase the range of motion to break down the scar tissue. And this is by understanding what's going on in the neurology of the knee and why it doesn't have the range of motion to begin with. So when your knee's in pain, when it's been through trauma, you have a tibia plateau fracture, you have a patella fracture. So what happens is the body tenses up to protect itself. That immediately decreases the range of motion. Scar tissue then builds up in and around that and makes it more difficult for the range of motion of the knee. So you don't want to push outside that range of motion because it's going to hurt, which means more scar tissue builds up. So by creating comfort in the knee joint, you relax the tension in the joint, causing the joint to relax, which begins to increase the range of motion in the knee. That increased comfortable range of motion in the knee allows for the movement and working of the scar tissue that we want to increase the motion of the knee on. The more we create comfort in the knee, the more the joint relaxes, increasing the comfortable range of motion, and allows for the breakdown of the scar tissue. That would be my take, my approach in terms of increasing the range of motion and breaking down the scar tissue. So that's how I would approach it there, Bonnie. Once again, moving forward, head on over to the kneepainguru.com website and watch the video. Get involved in Knee Club. We'll get you moving with some actionable things that you can do beyond this video. Okay. Divine says, hello, I've had surgery 3 times on my left knee, pretty much all meniscus related. The last surgery was to remove a floating particle within the knee. Several years later, I am now experiencing an object floating in the knee, and it locks the knee up if it floats within the joints. Please help. This is one of those situations that may be out of, like, if there's something in the knee that's floating around, that is in the realm of what the docs would be able to help you with. A floating particle that locks the knee up, that means there's something that's supposed to be attached, that's not attached, and it causes a mechanical dysfunction in the knee. It can cause a lot more problems if that isn't addressed. I'd be curious to hear what the doctors are suggesting in terms of the strategy for the object floating in the knee. I'm kind of curious how you know there's an object floating around in the knee. If that was what the doctor diagnosed, if that's something you self-diagnosed, and really your best strategy would be to talk to your doctor about that. Now, on the other side of that surgery is a conversation we could begin having, because if this is your third surgery for meniscus-related issues, there's some tension pattern that's going on in your body that's causing the meniscus to have the issues that it's having. That could be the joint is getting dehydrated. There could be tension going on in your knee, your hamstrings, your quads, your hips, your lower back, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet, that are causing this pattern to go down into your knee and causing it to tear the meniscus in the knee. So that would be something, short-term strategy would be to talk to the doctor, get that particle removed. Long-term strategy is looking at what's going on in your body that's causing the meniscus to tear over and over, and you to have to go back to get multiple surgeries. So that's something, that's like a red flag that goes up, that's thinking, well, we need to have a better strategy than dealing with a crisis once the meniscus tears again, because that leads you down a road of eventually needing a knee replacement, because the meniscus is gone. It begins wearing the cartilage. It shreds the ligaments in the knee, and you're having a whole host of other issues. So that's kind of the bigger strategy of what I would talk about in terms of what's going on in your knee. So I have a short clip I would like to share with you as I leave this call. There weren't any more questions that came in, and there are no live chat comments that came in either, which is not a big deal. Okay, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for future videos. Make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones, especially the ones that are limping. They will appreciate you for it. Maybe not. Okay, well, I'm going to share this clip with you in just a second. This is Bill Paravano, the knee pain guru, thanking you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one.